This year Christmas is only for adults, my mom said. She told me to make my own plans. Then they posted photos. Hello, my name is Emily. This year, Christmas is just for grown-ups, my mom declared. Her voice as sharp as glass. Find your own arrangements. That was all. There was no warmth, no reason, just a rejection. 2 days later, their social media was full of pictures. Happy faces at a ski lodge in Colorado, matching sweaters and champagne glasses raised against the snowy windows. I sat in my flat in the same city they had traveled through, where they had ignored me. Snow tapped against the window, a quiet but firm sound. I looked at their photos until my jaw hurt from grinding my teeth. Then without a second thought, I picked up my phone. Guest services? This is John, I stated, calm like a winter fog. I'm phoning about the suite under our family's surname. We won't be needing it. Please move us. There's a family emergency. The room should be given to a paying customer. I gave them the booking code. Their suite, their comfort, their ideal holiday, all vanished with a single phone call. I wasn't always so harsh. I once would have begged to be included. Back then, I was the one who made the holidays happen. I purchased the tree, the presents, the food. When my dad's hours at work were cut, I paid their mortgage to save their home from being taken. When my brother wanted to go to graduate school, I co-signed his loan. When my mother's medical bills piled up, I sold my car. I gave until I was empty. But last year, when my business started to thrive, when my days were spent late in fancy meeting rooms, they stopped seeing me as a family member. I became a walking bank account. I remember Thanksgiving. My brother leaned back in his chair, swirling his wine, and said, "You'll cover the bill, right?" "You're doing so well." Everyone laughed. I smiled too, but inside something broke. It wasn't about the money. It was about being erased. They didn't want me at the table, just what I could provide for it. So when Mom said Christmas was only for adults, I understood her meaning. No ATM, no me. I didn't call them, didn't argue, didn't beg. Instead, I planned. I knew that resort. I had been there once for a business retreat. Their reservation system was very strict, and the rules were clear. Only confirmed prepaid bookings guaranteed a room. And I knew my parents. They loved to use connections, giving money to staff for better rooms, promising to pay later. One phone call from a calm, confident voice with the right details, and their suite would disappear into someone else's possession. I timed it perfectly. Christmas Eve. They had just checked in, posted a photo in front of the fireplace. I waited 2 hours, enough time for them to unpack, relax, and order champagne. Then I called and the resort followed its rules. Later, I discovered what happened. A family from Boston arrived with a confirmed reservation. My parents' suite was reassigned. Security knocked on their door. My mother's loud cries could be heard in the lobby. My brother was taking photos to show how unfair it was. But a rule is a rule. Their bags were taken out and the room was gone. They spent Christmas not by the fire, not at their perfect holiday table, but in a cheap motel 20 miles down the mountain, a place with peeling paint and thin blankets. Their holiday dream crashed into a harsh reality, and I just poured myself a drink and watched the snowfall. The best part wasn't the shame. It was the silence. They never connected it to me. They blamed the hotel, the staff, the system. Not once did they think of the child they had shut out. That's what betrayal does. It makes you blind. They couldn't imagine I'd learned their tricks, that I'd used their own pride against them. 3 weeks later, my phone vibrated. Mom. I let it ring. Then Dad. Then my brother. Finally, a voicemail. We need to talk. We know you had something to do with the resort. This childish behavior has to end. We're family. Family. The word tasted sour. I deleted the message without hearing the end. Revenge isn't about yelling. It's not about throwing dishes or making a public scene. It's about accuracy, good timing, silence. It's about letting them feel the coldness they once gave you. They taught me that. This year, snow falls again outside my office. My desk feels heavier now. Papers filled with contracts, partnerships, and plans are stacked on it. My company is growing. My life is my own. And theirs? Well, they will post fewer photos this holiday. Maybe none. Because that resort doesn't care about connections anymore. It needs money. It needs loyalty. 2 things they never understood. Do I feel bad about it? Not at all. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't break any laws. I didn't even lie. I simply stepped back. And with one phone call, I reminded them I wasn't their wallet. I wasn't their fool. I was the snowstorm they never saw coming. And when the storm hit, it buried them in silence.